super easy appetizers, all from Trader Joe's. These are all lazy girl approved, no cooking skill required. Let's go. So there are so many holiday occasions coming up, and sometimes it can be so overwhelming with the cooking and the prep. So today I'm going to be sharing a bunch of different appetizer ideas that are super easy. Trader Joe's has some amazing options. It really does not need to be complicated. If you're new here, my name is Rachel. I make a lot of videos about Trader Joe's, so I'd love if you subscribe to my channel and like this video if you do like it. Let's jump right into it. Okay, so for this first one, it does not get easier than this, but Trader Joe's just came out with some pre-made cheese dips. These are right by the refrigeration section. So the key really is the presentation when it comes to serving these as an appetizer. So these are just heat and serve. You can use your oven or you can use your microwave. It literally comes in this little pack. It's basically like a microwave dinner, but it's just cheese. So the first one is garlic and Asiago cheese dip. And the second is the roasted hatch chili and jalapeno cheese dip. So let's go ahead and get these heated and then I will show you how to present them. All right, so while the cheese dip is microwaving, I'm going to cut up this baguette. This is just from Trader Joe's too, and this is what we're going to use to serve with the cheese dip. Now, I always like to cut my baguettes at an angle because I feel like it's a little fancier. All right, so this is the dish that I'm going to put the cheese dip in. This is from World Market, but anything will work as long as you replate it, even if you just use a bowl. It'll look like you made the cheese dip from hand, but in reality, you just bought it from Trader Joe's. So this is perfect for me because I have two different flavors. So we're going to just pop it right in here. These cheese dips smell so good, and it has like the melted cheese on top. Oh man, it looks so good. Gosh, you look at that cheese. And this one even has jalapenos on the top. Try to plate it in a way that those jalapenos. All right, so here is our finished appetizer. It really is that easy. So we have both cheese dips right here looking beautiful. And then we have our little baguette. Let's give these cheese dips a try actually. Man, the jalapeno one is pretty spicy, but in a good way. It's really good. Yeah, this has a ton of flavor. Let's try the one that's garlic and Asiago. Yeah, super garlicky, nice and salty and creamy. These cheese dips are definitely a win. All right, so in case that wasn't enough cheese, next we're going to make a charcuterie board. So I realized the charcuterie board is pretty self-explanatory. However, I'm going to be sharing my favorite charcuterie board must-haves that you can pick up at Trader Joe's and some tips and tricks I've learned from making a lot of charcuterie boards to really elevate the presentation and make it look really nice and professional, even though you're just cutting up cheese and putting it on a board. So you can really make your charcuterie board your own, but here are some rules that I followed to help keep it balanced. So here are some of my favorite cheeses from Trader Joe's. I love their Toscana. This one is the one with black pepper. I really like their one soaked in Syrah or their cinnamon one. They're all super good. I think they even have one that's soaked in Chardonnay. They're all amazing. This cheese is an aged cheese that really stands on its own. It has a lot of really great flavor. So this one I like to throw on the board as like my standalone solid snacking cheese. And it presents really nice too because you can either see like this one has the black pepper, the cinnamon one, you can see the cinnamon. It looks like a nice wedge of cheese. So in addition to like a standalone hard cheese, I also like to get some form of a soft cheese. I love these brie bites. You can also get a wedge of brie or just like the whole wheel, but these ones are so easy and cute and they're delicious. So brie is my soft cheese of choice. They also have really great goat cheeses. There's like a cranberry covered goat cheese that I heard is amazing, but I'm not the biggest goat cheese gal. I really prefer brie, so I usually will get this one. Last for cheeses, I usually go for a very mild cheese. So this is the classic Tillamook cheddar cheese. It is the medium cheddar, and this one I'll just cube up and it's so easy to snack on. It pairs super well with crackers and helps balance out the other cheeses just in case you're hosting someone that just wants a classic good cheese. In terms of meats, these are my two favorites. I get prosciutto and then I also get some form of salami. This one is really good. It is the uncured applewood smoked salami. Both are the Trader Joe's brand, and they also have packs, so they will have like different types of salamis too. So they really make charcuterie boards super easy, but these ones are so easy to put together and make them look nice. For crackers, these are our go-to. They are the original savory thin crackers. These are so good. They're also gluten-free, but they just have like a really good crunch to them. So we definitely always get these ones. And then to pair it, I got the pita bite crackers too, because I felt like this was a solid, mild cracker that would really pair well with everything. As for the other elements on your board, you really can go crazy here, but there are a couple things I always like to fit on my board. The first one being something sweet. So I love these dark chocolate peanut butter cups. They have mini ones too that are always really cute. I will like put like a little glass bowl on my charcuterie board of the tiny ones, just because they're so cute and so easy to snack on. But these ones are really good to kind of balance out that salty. In addition to that, I also like to put something fresh on the board. Now, the fruits at my Trader Joe's today were just not great. I usually like to put some form of berry. Figs also look super nice on a board, but I got some cotton candy grapes because grapes are classic on a charcuterie board, and cotton candy grapes are my favorite. And then I also got a couple persimmons too that I thought I could make the board a little more seasonal. Last but not least, the little extras. So these are the roasted and salted truffle Marcona almonds. Now they're like naked almonds. If you've never tried these, I highly recommend giving them a try. They look so much more high-end than they are. Given that they're from Trader Joe's, they look like they're from like a fancy nut store. They just look so nice. So they really help elevate your charcuterie board and just make it seem fancier than it is. And then I like to get some sort of like salty snack. So these are the Conversation Olive Trios. They also have tiny little pickles, which are also really fun if you're serving people who like pickles. I personally am not a pickle gal. I'm more of an olive gal, so I picked up these. But Trader Joe's has so many options. But this is my pick of choice, or the little mini pickles. I'm gonna make my board on here. Let's cut up the cheeses first, and then we will throw it together. All right, so I put the 3 cheeses on each corner. And the best advice I ever got about how to make a charcuterie board actually look professional is to get rid of as much blank space as possible. So you really want everything just touching. So we'll get our meats together. I used to like doing these salami rows, but sometimes it kind of falls apart. I feel like it's just easier to do other things. Just gonna fold them into little ribbons. I'm just alternating directions. So I'm folding it again, and stacking them on top of each other. The prosciutto, I like to just roll them. I found that's the best way to present them personally. Let me know what your favorite food is during this time. Like, what is your favorite Thanksgiving side, or your favorite like Christmas dinner side, or whatever you celebrate? What is your favorite? Because my favorite, what is your favorite? Do you have a favorite? My favorite would probably be the honey baked ham or mashed potatoes. Mashed potatoes are good too. So from here, it really is just easy. Just throw everything on the board in a way that looks presentable. Here are a couple little glass bowls. You can pretty much get these anywhere. We got these from a restaurant supply store. And I'm using these really as decor. I mean, obviously people can eat them, they're persimmons, but it really is just to add a little color to the board. All right, so here is the finished charcuterie board. It really is that easy. Let me know if you try any of these items from Trader Joe's and what your thoughts are. And if you have any charcuterie board favorites, please let me know, because I always love trying new things. It's so easy too, because you just throw it on the board. Very low commitment, and it's always a hit. All right, you might cringe when you hear this next one because of how easy it is. Bear with me. The last super easy appetizer idea from Trader Joe's. is straight from their freezer section. If you have an air fryer, this really will be key, but even if you have an oven, it's still super, super easy. The next super easy appetizer idea is to get some of these easy appetizers, and all you have to do is heat them up and just present them in a way that makes it look like you handmade them. So Trader Joe's has an endless selection of appetizers. Here are a couple of my favorites and a couple I've actually never tried before. But seriously, the options are endless. There are just so many different ones to choose from. So I picked up these mini chicken tikka samosas, and this is one of my favorite meals just to eat. And they're little bite-sized samosas, so it's absolutely perfect to serve. Now this one I've never tried, but it looked so fancy. These are pastry bites with feta cheese and caramelized onions. Like, heat this up and you can trick people into thinking that you slaved all day in the kitchen when really you just bought this from Trader Joe's. Next up, we have the mini quiches. It's a duo of Swiss cheese and mushroom and uncured bacon and sweet onion mini quiches. This is another one that looks so much fancier than the effort it requires to put this together. And last but not least, I thought this would be super snackable. These are the breaded cheddar cheese curds. So I'm just gonna throw these in the air fryer, and then we're gonna present them all fancy and really impress everybody. Okay, something I just noticed that I will point out is you can't throw these ones in the air fryer. You have to cook these ones in the oven, but that's okay. All the other ones are air fryer friendly, so it's not quite as convenient, but still pretty dang convenient. You don't even have to take them out of the tray. Ever since daylight savings, it gets dark just way too early. It's like 4:30 and now I feel like the sun's going down and I'm ready for bed. But my appetizers are done. So we have the cheese curds. I just put a little marinara sauce and the samosas. And then obviously if I was actually making these, I would make the whole thing and fill the tray. But I just wanted to give an idea of what you can do to present them. And look at this, it looks so nice. And it took literally minimal effort. Even though these are super hot, I do want to try these little puff pastries. They smell so good. Yeah, this is so good. Definitely tastes way better than a typical just like freezer meal that you reheat. Definitely recommend trying this. Okay, so that concludes all of the appetizers. So let me know what you think, and please let me know if you recommend anything from Trader Joe's to make super easy appetizers. I hope everybody has a happy holiday season. I know it's crazy, but it is so worth all of the effort, even if you keep it nice and easy like I do. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Bye.